Hi guys, I'm here with Red Carpet Ready by Christina. Christina.
Hi everybody.
So I'm so excited for this video today because we're still in COVID times when this is being filmed. So I'm spending a lot of time at least trying to get more organized in all aspects of my life. And a lot of that means hiring people or working with people who are experts in different industries. And for myself, makeup and decluttering is a big one that I'm constantly trying to not just declutter, but streamline to make myself feel better and to be able to travel easier when we can travel again and just be ready. So I'd love for Christina to give an introduction, and then I want to dive into how we can better streamline our makeup.
Thanks, Jane. Thanks for having me. I was really happy to get a note from you asking me to be a part of this, so thank you so much. Hi everybody, my name is Christina. I run a 100% mobile beauty business called Red Carpet Ready by Christina, as Jane said. And I specialize in makeup, hair, and personal styling. I've had my business for about 8.5 years now, which is something I'm very proud of. And my son is sitting on the other side of the room here. He's hanging out with mom today. And he's the reason why I started my business, because I just wanted to do something that made me as passionate as I was about being a mom. And I've always been really great at art and drawing and style. So it was no mistake that I would get into makeup artistry and styling.
Oh, I love it. And we actually met when you had done my makeup and hair for an event. And we just clicked, not just because you're amazing at your profession, but as a person as well and as a business entrepreneur. So that's, I think, where we can both add a lot of value to each other's lives, which I love. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree a lot, Jane, with that. I really felt like I had already met you before, even before meeting you that day. We just really connected. You're very transparent with your kindness and your professionalism, and you made me feel really welcome, and I just really enjoyed that day with you.
I did too, so there's lots more to come. I'm Jane Stoller, I'm a life biz organizer, and I'm really glad that you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, please hit the bell below to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. I'm going to jump right in, Christina. I want you to give us your top 3 tips on how to streamline your makeup look and your makeup in general.
Okay, well, you know what? It's about being realistic to yourself at all times. And a perfect example is me sitting here in front of you with a messy top knot, an army print shirt, and some jeans with some holes in the knees. I am comfortable today. I'm just Christina. I was out walking my puppy earlier, working in the yard. So you have to be realistic to yourself at all times. It is absolutely a waste of time for you to go out and buy everything at the beauty store, seeing the magazines, seeing the commercials, and just feeling like you want to do all those things. It's not realistic. You have to pick things that are going to be duplicatable for you every day, whether it's dropping your kids off at school, going to the office, or having a look ready to go when you're going to an event or something fancy. So what you need to do is you need to buy products that you know you're going to use, you know that you're going to get a value out of the money that you've invested in them, and it's something that you're going to get into a routine with. So there's just absolutely no sense in buying all these things that you're never going to use.
So be realistic, and one of my tips is always the 80-20 rule in your closet or in your business process. 80% of your lifestyle should really determine what you have in your makeup bag, I'm assuming, because we're not going to events. At least myself, I don't go to events 80% of the time. I'm mostly at home or with friends, not really but I do need that 20% makeup for special occasions.
Yes, of course. And you know what? I like being a makeup artist and someone who loves clothes and going out. I'm very extroverted, a social butterfly. Even during this time, I mean, my focus is shifted completely like everybody else's, but I still make time to trim my eyebrows, exfoliate my skin, do my nails, do little hair treatments at home. I just take time to do things that work for me so I can maintain my health and wellness. And if I do want to do, a Zoom live with someone like yourself, then I've got products in my makeup bag to curl my lashes, add some mascara, add a nice gloss, a little cream blush. I've got products to help me do my hair. So it's about having things that are realistic for you. And when something is realistic, this is really important. When something is realistic for you, you will constantly do it again and again. It will be something that you will, and it will be something you'll find the courage to do, because if you have some kind of a really cool palette that you bought from Sephora because it was, a launch from a certain celebrity, and you're like, I have this, and you feel like it's this possession, there's a really good chance it's just going to stay a possession in your makeup bag, and it's actually never going to get used because you're afraid, you don't know how to use it, and you're not sure what you're going to look like with it on. So it's just about being realistic to yourself and having something that you're going to use.
So realistic. And I like that repetition that you're going to use. That your kind of second tip there, I guess, for streamlining.
Yeah, something that is going to be your go-to. You're like, you know, my husband asked me out for dinner. We're going to a work event, and I'm going to wear my black eyeliner tonight. I'm going to use that neutral smoky eyeshadow palette that I bought because I know that it looks really good on me. So that person is going to be excited to go for dinner. She's going to be excited to put on something a little bit more dressy.
Yep.
And she's going to be excited to take that makeup out and do her makeup. So it's going to be about just staying consistent.
And then what would your final tip be for, let's say, you don't know your look yet, you're going into Sephora, which I say in my book, I say, your bathroom should not look like Sephora. What would your final tip be for someone like any of us when we're overwhelmed, when we go into these stores to help us streamline?
Okay, so I mean, I have so many tips and tricks, but on your point there, let's talk about a beauty location. So my last tip for you would be to have an idea of what you're going in for. Don't get a coffee and go walk around Sephora aimlessly and talk to the people that work there, because that's where you're going to get excited. You're going to see something and it's just going to be like deer in the headlights, right? You're not sure if you need it. You're not sure if you want it. So have an idea before you go into the beauty store. Today I need a foundation, I need a dry shampoo, and I need a mascara, and I only want to spend $120, and you know, maybe I might look into a new lipstick. Having that idea. So when someone comes up to you and they want to ask you if you need help, you're like, no, thank you, or could you show me where this foundation might be? So having an idea of what you want. And then my next tip on the beauty store, this is kind of like part B, is if you're ever going into a beauty store, make sure you go to a beauty store that has natural light. So windows that are accessible in the store, because if you are going in there to buy foundation and you're going into a mall, the lights in the mall are not a true light that's going to reflect what your skin looks like. So you're going to buy a product and you're going to go home and you're going to be really disappointed because the foundation in your skin is not going to match. So if you are in a store that has natural light, what you want to do, get your products in the cart. If you do have a foundation in your cart, you want to go over and you want to test it, chest, chin line, and you want to make sure that it matches. I always do my makeup. You can ask my kids. I do my makeup in front of the window every day whenever I'm going out somewhere. Good tip. So natural light, and having an idea of what you're going in for.
Oh, I love it. I feel like we could talk for hours on this topic.
Yes. Well, like I said, I have so many tips and tricks for so many things, but the natural light is a big one, because you know, whenever I do someone's makeup, if I'm in a hotel, I always put everybody by the window. And when I did your makeup, we were in kind of a unique situation, so we ended up finding out. It was really early, and there was no natural light, so we actually moved you as close as we could to the bathroom lighting. I
remember that.
And so the natural light was hitting your face, but that's where, you know, you're going to get that, you're going to make that purchase for that foundation, and you're going to get home and you're going to like it because it's going to match your skin.
It's so important. And I'm going to leave all your details below in terms of where they can find you. And you also have a YouTube channel, which I'll link below. And what are you offering on that YouTube? What are you offering there for tutorials and things?
You know what? I am offering my own insight and my own artistry, showing people how to do little simple things like applying false eyelashes, how to do beachy tousled waves, I even have a 5-minute makeup routine, which people love. I have a lot of people that visit that because I think a lot of people think, oh, Christina, you must just have so much time to do your hair and makeup. But the truth is, when my kids were in school, I had to get them out the door, and I never leave the house without doing a few things. And that's not from a vanity perspective, sorry. That's just from like an own personal, like I like to take the time to do certain things for myself. So what you can find on my channel is relatable videos, easy how-tos, and full of tips and tricks.
So thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm just looking forward to reconnecting in person. And again, all of Christina's details will be linked below. And I'm excited to see everybody here next Tuesday. You won't see Christina, but you can rewatch this video and also head to her channel. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you again.
Thanks, Jane. Bye. Bye-bye.